right, welcome back. Today we are diving into Lesson 301 from A Course in Miracles, and it has this incredibly powerful central promise. And God Himself shall wipe away all tears. So let's explore what that promise really means and how it can challenge us to see our own suffering in a totally new way.
We all have, right? Those moments of pain, grief, and sadness, they're just a part of being human. And man, they can feel so isolating, so overwhelming, like they're never going to end. This lesson from the Course meets us right there, in that really raw human place of suffering.
And this is the title and the absolute heart of Lesson 301. Within the Course, this is way more than just a beautiful, poetic phrase. It's presented as a fundamental truth about reality and about our connection to the divine.
So what's the actual teaching behind this incredible promise? Let's break down what it really means inside the framework of the Course.
The lesson is really asking us to just try and embrace this idea that no matter what you're going through, you are not meant to suffer forever. It's all about building this deep, deep trust in divine support and holding on to the promise of a future where pain just doesn't have a grip on us anymore.
You know, in the Course, the whole spiritual journey has a very clear destination: freedom. And this lesson is like a big, bright signpost, reminding us that the endgame isn't just about coping with our pain, but about being completely liberated from it. It's about healing the very mind that sees suffering to begin with.
Now, to truly accept this promise, the Course suggests we need a major shift in how we see the world and our own pain. It's not about ignoring our tears, but really understanding where they come from.
Okay, this is a really crucial point. The Course proposes that our deepest pain doesn't actually come from things that happen to us, but from this internal belief that we are separate. Separate from each other and separate from our source, from God. That feeling of being disconnected, that is the root of all our fear and sorrow.
And what's so cool about this slide is how it just lays out these two different mindsets side by side. Over on one side, you've got the illusion of suffering, which is built on this foundation of separation and fear. It literally blocks our awareness of love. But then, on the other side, you have the reality of love, which is based on God's constant presence. And we access that reality through healing and forgiveness, which shows us the support that was there the whole time. The journey of this lesson is all about moving from that first column over to the second.
So how do we make that shift? How do we make that jump? Well, the Course gives us a really clear tool: forgiveness. And we're not just talking about forgiving other people. It's about forgiving the world for not being what we wanted it to be, and forgiving ourselves too. Every single grievance we let go of is like taking a brick out of a giant wall that's been blocking our view of the love and support that's always, always there.
Now, this all sounds pretty profound, but how do we actually use it when we're right in the middle of all the turmoil? Well, the lesson gives us some very practical, doable steps to bring this promise into our day-to-day lives. So how do we start building this trust? The lesson suggests 4 key practices. First, you reflect. Look back on past sorrows and try to see where support might have been there even if you didn't see it at the time. Second, you journal about what's hard right now to consciously hand it over. Third, meditate. Just visualize that loving presence all around you. And finally, use daily affirmations to really cement this new way of thinking. These first 2 exercises, they're really about actively changing our relationship with both our past and what's happening in the here and now.
And the next 2, well, these are the daily habits that build and maintain that feeling of connection as you move forward.
And here is a simple but oh so powerful affirmation you can use literally right now. I trust in God's love to heal my sorrows. Just saying this to yourself, in the car, at your desk, right before you fall asleep, that's a direct way to practice this lesson and invite its comfort right into your heart.
So, this brings us to the ultimate point of the lesson. All these practices, this whole shift in perspective, it's all leading to one final, game-changing step.
At the end of the day, it all comes down to this: a complete surrender to the idea that you are never alone. And this isn't a passive waiting game, not at all. It's an active, courageous choice to believe in a loving presence, even when your own eyes can't see it.
And that's really the question this lesson leaves us with. It's not just a question to answer, but one to really live in. What would change for you, right now, today, if you lived from a place of total trust? How would you face your very next challenge differently? That is definitely something we're thinking about.